Okay.
So,
okay, just got to get going.
Force Media, unclog your feed.
In the Bravo universe, there are two equally destructive forces: the housewives, who start it, and the producers, who make sure it finishes on camera. These are their stories.
Welcome back to another episode of Reality Court. My name is Ace Fanning, and I am joined by my colleague, Anna Kintosis. She is my colleague, guys. We are in court today. We actually have a lot of court things we're talking about. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't have a pair of glasses.
well, but they don't make them big enough for your big fat face. According to you.
Wow.
You
I never said
it.
I said it was a big head. I never said it was a big fat face. Wow.
You kind of said big fat face, but it's
I
okay.
think
I
you
don't
made
think it's
that up,
big.
but-
I think you have beautiful, perfect face.
Thank you. I know that's a lie, and I appreciate
Just
the lie,
like
though.
all my children are beautiful.
Right. But if you had to line us up, I would be at the bottom.
Just want to say, guys, you don't have to say anything. I know my roots need to be covered. I did not blow dry my hair. And so this is the situation. But I'm glad to report that I haven't had extensions on for like a year, and my hair's
So healthy.
thick again.
Wow. Look at you go.
Yeah.
Look at you go. I'm so
Hims
happy.
and hers.
Yep. Ain't that? Well, mine's covered up right now because I need a haircut. Bad. It's too much. It's just too much going on in here, and I can't just do it anymore.
Too much. It's too much. Oh no, it's too late, baby. You don't know that music.
No. If I hear too late, I'm thinking it's just a little too late, a little too wrong, and I can't wait. You know JoJo?
No, I don't know that song.
How about you check your fucking self? All right.
Okay, well, how
check
about
your fucking self, because you need to know JoJo
about things that are classics.
Yeah, Too Little Too Late by JoJo, and I'm not talking
Too little,
JoJo's.
too late to ever try again. Too little, too late. That's the classic.
No, the classic is JoJo. Too Little, Too Late. Okay,
no.
She was
the
like
original
14
Too Little,
at
Too
the
Late.
time, and I'm not talking JoJo Siwa. For anyone who's too young to fucking know, JoJo Siwa is not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about just Joe.
I don't even know who the fuck JoJo is. I just know that the original Too Little, Too Late is a classic. It's vinyl. It's beautiful. I mean, honestly,
people want to come on here and get mad at me because I don't know who the OG James Bond or whatever his name is.
Oh, they got mad?
You're gonna come on here.
Good.
You're gonna come on here and say you don't know JoJo?
Yeah, nobody knows.
As if
JoJo.
she didn't fucking change the face of music.
She did not. Look, when you look up Too Little, Too Late, guess what?
Here's the thing. I can't even play it because this video will be taken down.
Wait.
You can't play it. You can't play it. You can't play it. You can't play it. We're going to be taken down. We're going to be taken down.
Okay. The original, guys, agree with me or not. If Johnny Mathis, original Too Little, Too Late is
nobody even knows who Johnny Mathis is.
Okay.
Everybody knows who JoJo is. She's international. She came on the scene when she was like 12 years old, but we all thought she was like 20 at the time. And her first song was Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. Woo! It's too late. Wow. Okay.
My God. All right. Let's just wait.
You're definitely canceled.
Oh, really? I love when you put things in stone and when it does.
I think 1,000,000%. Okay. No, you're canceled.
Oh my God. I cannot wait till this airs. You're going to be so embarrassed. You're going to have to.
You're going to be so embarrassed.
You're going to have to crawl into that little hole somewhere where they have all the memorabilia of Sister Wives in the middle of nowhere. Remember that thing where they put
plot. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
You're gonna have to go there and live there forever because of shame. Shame.
Here, Nate just joined, and I'm gonna put him on. Nate.
Okay. Oh, Nate is 14.
We are having a debate here.
He hasn't hit puberty yet.
When you hear Too Little Too Late, what song do you think of?
I don't think of a song.
Oh, good. Call Mary Payne.
He's done. He's fired.
Call Mary Payne. Call Mary Payne.
Anyways, JoJo's the OG of Too Little Too Late because that's where it really took off.
Johnny
speaking of sister wives, I know this is not our usual place to hang out, but listen, Janelle Brown has announced her boyfriend, Pete. Pickle Pete.
Oh, Pete.
Pete's got a pickle in his pants. Let me tell you. Look at the size of that nose.
It doesn't matter. Look, the joy. That woman deserves happiness.
She is showing off all of those yellow teeth, and I'm so happy for her.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? I'm saying she's happy. I just say
their
their teeth
it
are
doesn't
yellow.
matter that they're yellow. Fuck all that stuff.
Yeah.
She is so happy.
So happy.
I'm so happy for her.
I'm so happy for her too. However, there is just some things I would like to bring into the evidence locker here.
Was that him at some point?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what did she look like before? You know what? I mean, oh my God, he looks like Cuban. My name is Cuban Pete.
And his name is Pete. His name is Pete.
The maracas, chicka boom, chick.
But you know, this Pete, he's Italian. He's the Italian Iceman.
Italian.
Yeah, the New York Iceman, Italian Iceman. All right.
Yeah.
Now here's where things get a little bit crazy. We did a little deep dive into Peter, and we found that he has an ex. Now, when you think
everybody
of
except you,
right, when you think of Janelle and someone she's dating and their ex. Is this what you're imagining? Is this what you're imagining? Because I'm not.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't like where this is going. I'm just saying that if I'm on a road trip,
you sound like a Miami person.
Detour.
Just saying, peeps.
I'm just saying. All right. I'm just saying that if I'm on a road trip, that was a little bit of a detour I didn't see coming. But guys, congrats to Janelle. Congrats to Peter.
Who cares what the other bitch looked like? He looks happier with her, and she's in heaven, and she has all the appliances to make him wonderful meals. And you know what? We know from Cody Brown that she rocks it in the bedroom.
She gives that full move, baby.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Apologies to all of our Bravo people who have no idea what we're talking about. But that's in TLC news. It's huge news. And it's
it's how Ace and I met. By the way, people keep asking how we met. We've told this story a million times. So.
I hired you as a hooker, and you came to my hotel room.
And I didn't put out. And I said, but I'll do a podcast with you.
Yes, exactly. Actually, no. Like I hired a sex worker, and it was your way of finally getting through to me. You'd been trying, and then you catfished me and showed up at my hotel room. And we're like, hey, I'm not actually here to put out. But the Sister Wives news is huge, and it's really huge to me because this is job security. If one of these women has a new boyfriend, that means this show's going to continue on, and I therefore have a job.
Thank you. Right. I'm so happy for you. But you have so many other weird shows that you watch that I don't think you're ever going to. Is this necessary in life?
I'm sorry.
It is not.
It is
not necessary.
We didn't need to see that. Okay, guys.
No. Actually, I have another picture that's worse than all those.
Why haven't you sent it? I got to reach out to Ken.
No, he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't. No, he's like one of those people that the second he sends you a picture, he deletes it. I don't understand why.
That's odd. Well, listen.
Did you get my video of Rooney?
Yes.
Talking.
What a beautiful baby.
No, but did you see how she talks?
I mean, yes, but I'm very okay. Yeah, she's brilliant. She's smart. She's next level.
She's the chosen one.
It's what matters is that she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's really cute.
That's really what matters here.
I guess. I mean, if we can make if she has a big enough dowry, I'll make sure she does.
Yeah.
What are the chances that her and Riggs could, I mean, is she...
Do we have to pay the dowry?
No, women.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine. I was like...
Whatever it is.
I'm going to need a lot more seasons of Sister Wives to afford the dowry.
No. The dowry
I'll start saving now.
Woman has to have a dowry. This is, backwards. But anyway, the point is...
Yes.
She's cute enough for Riggs, is what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So
absolutely. We need to introduce them.
Yes, we do.
He's a little bit older right now, but in a couple of years, it's not going to matter.
He's so immature.
Right.
Like all men.
Like all men. Exactly.
It's not a big
wow. We have a lot we need to talk about. Do we start with Bravo or do we start with some real world events? Where do you want to go?
What
you tell me. We've got the Clancy case. We've got Kelly Dodd.
Okay, so let's do the Clancy case because a lot of people want me to talk about it, and I really do want to have, like, I would do a live just to discuss that, except I don't know how to do a live by myself. I can't read the comments. So like, I'd have to see if Nate does it with me or something, because I do want to talk about it. But because we have a segment.
Is there a reason I'm excluded from the live?
Oh, no, I would love for you to do it, but I didn't think you're into that. But I would do a live about that.
Let me tell you, I'm very into it, but I find myself continually getting in fights online with people. And
what are your fights about? Because you and I haven't really discussed this.
No, we haven't. And that's why I'm a little bit scared right now. Let's get into the what is the actual.
Okay, before we even show this, just a little segment, but are you one of those people that think Patrick Clancy is involved?
No.
Oh, okay.
So we're on the same side.
We're on the same side because he is responsible in that he didn't give her the support she needed. And he is guilty of being a dick. Yep. But do I think that he planned this and set her up? No.
And do I think that the things that he did were a contributing factor to what happened? Yes.
100%.
Do I think that there's probably some sort of charges we could bring towards him? Probably. I don't know. I'm not.
Look,
listen, my time at Yale law firm, I don't know.
Okay.
However, I believe.
That lawyer, her lawyer.
Yeah.
Who I believe should be Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Okay. Because not only is he an amazing advocate, he is the humanity that man has. And he's 75 years old. Like, he's a grandpa, and he is there fighting the fight. And he is single-handedly bringing awareness to a mental health issue that has clearly never been taken seriously. I remember years ago when Tom Cruise laughed at Brooke Shields for saying that she had horrible.
Yes, I remember that too.
Okay, so this is necessary. And that man is so brilliant. And I don't know if you've heard about Rosemary, his partner that's sitting in the audience. Oh, well, she's there every day watching. That woman is sharp like you can't imagine. Do you really think he would have stipulated to the fact that she committed the murders? Okay, that is not in question.
Exactly.
Okay, if there was any chance in hell that other
guy, shoes. Have you seen the shoes? Clearly, that's not the same. And also, one of my favorite things is people are using a picture from two different surveillance cameras where one was enhanced using AI, in which AI will completely change somebody's face, and they're like, "This is not the same man."
Listen, the TikTok conspiracy theorists are going to end up getting in trouble because he has every right to pursue defamation charges against like really big influencers and stuff that have a big audience. He can sue them. And by the way, I don't like the guy. I think he's a dick. Okay. But am I going to go down that rabbit hole? No, it's not worth my time. You know what I mean?
Do you know how many men treat their wives like shit and cheat on them, but never kill their children?
Yeah.
There's a big stretch between you're a piece of shit, you're an asshole.
And he was probably cheating on her and all the things.
Exactly.
But that doesn't make him a murderer.
It takes a lot more to get to being a murderer. And she admits to it. The counsel, everybody agrees that she did it.
And I've spoken to a lawyer that was in the courtroom when the 911 call was played.
I heard about that.
Okay. And that really negates all the things that people are saying that she couldn't have spoken because her whatever. You clearly hear when she said basement. Okay. And
what about the body temperature? The body temperature. It's like she had a spinal cord injury.
Okay. And so I want you guys to understand that when you say I hate women, okay, I don't hate all women. Right. I hate this woman with the dirty hair and the fucking bow on her head. Those prosecutors, look, I understand the side they're on, but there's a way of doing this without, and this, what in the actual fuck is a perfect example. And the way the judge told her, come to sidebar counsel, like he was not having it. And
Let's play the clip. Let's play the clip. I want to play the clip.
I'm so disappointed in her, you know?
Okay, here we go.
Church was beautiful.
Yes.
And in fact, the defendant, she told you that it was great and that she was glad she went to church that day on Christmas Day.
Yes, she did.
And then after that, you're aware they went down to Connecticut to see her family.
Right.
Now, are you an active member in the Catholic Church?
Yes.
So you're aware that murder is considered a mortal sin?
Counsel, could I see you over here?
What is she trying to?
First of all, she
Can
knows.
you explain to me what is she trying to do here?
First of all, it was completely it's beyond inappropriate. She knows she's being outlawyered. Okay, she knows she's losing because the law isn't even really on her side here. You know what I mean? Yeah. The standard of proof is very tough for her to prove, and the way that she's doing it is petty. There's a lot of examples of that, and we can talk about that if we do the live. But instead of like kind of course correcting, she decided that she's going to escalate the cruelty. You know,
yes.
and just it. It is such a what in the actual fuck moment. Every lawyer, everyone has said, look at the judge. The judge has been a nice guy with everyone, and he's been nice to her considering how combative she is. Because she's combative sometimes with her own witnesses. And he told her, come here right now, instructed the jury to disregard it. You know, this is a grandmother who lost her 3 grandchildren. Why would you emotionally wound a witness that has lost everything? To what end? It is, I've seen her do a lot of disgusting things, but I just sat there and I was like, this is a what in the actual fuck segment.
I feel like what a lot of people are forgetting or not even realizing is that this isn't a trial about whether or not she did it. It is about her state of mind.
Right.
And I get like people are like, the voice she heard was him. He told her to do it. What about the watch? What about the email?
Not only that, people think then when you're in psychosis, you have the voices 24/7. That's not how it works. People who have psychotic episodes can plan, can be normal, can make a phone call, can whatever, and then the voices can come. It like wanes. It comes and it goes. And there was a great doctor there that really explained it, how that's possible to have that. All those things can be true.
Yeah.
I know. Look, I love how women are standing behind her, and you know, a lot of people, but you can stand behind her without having to attack him. You can feel negatively towards him because he's a dick. Let's face it.
But at the same time,
he's not
he is a father who lost his 3 children in the most horrific way possible. Plus having to find your wife like that. And like what he's been through has not been easy. And I'm the first one to say, I hate men, myself included. I'm here to say I hate men. I hate myself. I hate all the above. But this isn't like at a certain point, just for a second, imagine to all the people who are like, clearly he did it. Imagine for 1 second that you're wrong. And now think about how fucking awful that is, that you are putting this on a man who is grieving the loss of his children. Like, just pretend in a crazy world that he's innocent. How awful do you feel for saying the things that you said?
I'm telling you, I got the play-by-play of that 911 call. And the whole thing, you know, when he found her, when he whatever, and he ran downstairs. And his reaction, the guttural pain that was in his voice when he just howled, okay, when he saw his children, everyone that heard it says you can't fake that, you know? And then the fact that he and his family support her after they killed their 3 grandchildren. The system failed her.
Big
Do you know
time.
what I mean?
Yes.
She wanted help. She asked for help. She begged for help. She called suicide hotlines twice and they turned her away because she didn't have a plan. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me have a really good plan before I called the suicide hotline. When people call the suicide hotline, they're confused. They don't know what they're doing. And somebody needs to sue the suicide hotline. No, I'm serious. This case has, it's like literally all I watch. And it's hard because I want to dislike him, but people need to stop with that conspiracy theory because
I'm so glad we're on the same side with this because I was like, I cannot go through this conversation.
Oh God, no. I don't even know a single actual lawyer who believes that. Not one.
And well, also the thing is like people will be like, go watch, I can't remember the woman's name. Go watch her on YouTube's, okay? She knows what she's talking about. I'm like, don't you also find it weird that she has found a conspiracy with every single big case?
Oh yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's her job. And I am somebody like, you show me one documentary, I'm fully on board.
Yeah.
You know, I can flip flop with the best of them.
Okay? I wonder what Nancy Grace is saying. She's a conspiracy theorist.
Nancy Grace here reporting live on what's going on here with the Clancy case. I can flip flop like Simone Biles out there. Okay. But this is one situation in which it's like they're not out here looking for her innocence in what she did. I think that clearly she was not of a sound state of mind. I think that she was failed by so many people, including her husband.
Yeah.
But I just think at the end of the day, she did it.
Yeah, she did it. So, and by the way, just so people know, in Massachusetts, when you are found not criminally responsible, because it's not a straight up insanity defense, it's not criminally responsible, and there's certain factors. You were unaware and you couldn't control it. We'll discuss it in more detail because I'm going by memory right now. But it's one of the few states that still has that. Even if she's found not guilty or not criminally responsible, she doesn't go home.
No.
Do you know what I mean? She has no life. She now has the vivid memory of what she did to her children. She's a paraplegic, or she's paralyzed from the waist down. Yeah. And she's going to spend her entire life in a mental, in a hospital.
I think about, I've talked to my wife endlessly about this, and I'm like, I feel like you throw her in prison, you throw her in a mental, whatever it is that you want to do with her. Dead. She's already fucking there. Like, I can't imagine having to come out of that psychosis and realize what actually happened. I don't want to be here.
Her reaction hearing the autopsy reports was heartbreaking. And it's, to me, it's kind of amazing that everyone is able to have compassion for this woman. That's a great thing to me. That's how we,
just not the people in her life.
Well,
when she was going through it.
Oh, because no, exactly. I'm talking about now. Now. And the truth is, yes, she'll go to a hospital, and the way it works, it's not like she's going to be locked forever. They will evaluate her after 6 months, and then they do an evaluation every year. I don't think she'll even want to get out of there. Do you know what I mean? What does she want to go? Go back to regular life where everybody, like she has nothing. She can't be a nurse. She can't be a labor and delivery nurse. She can't be around babies because it's going to be the most horrible thing for her to see. She can't walk. She lost, she doesn't have her husband. He's married to some girl that he was with before. Her life is over.
Yeah.
Personally, I would rather die. She wanted to die.
Exactly.
She wanted to die. So there are no winners here.
And a lot of people are bringing up the fact that, you know, she's a nurse, and if she wanted to come a little bit closer, everybody. Come a little bit closer. I'm going to tell you something. When you are in psychosis, nothing you do is going to make sense. Nothing's going to make sense. So when you look at everything and you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. That would make sense that it wouldn't make sense because she's not of her sound mind. I've not been in psychosis, but I have found myself in dark places where I do stuff that I would normally never do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where it's like, and all
a different
afterwards,
level, but yes, it's
very different level, very different level. But I'm like, afterwards, I'm almost like, that was embarrassing. Like, why did you say that? Or like, why did you do that?
Right.
Very different level, but like, she's not of her sound mind.
No.
So anything she does is not going to make sense. So put down your Apple Watch, put down your TikTok, put down your different shoes at CVS and the restaurant and all of that, and take a breather.
Yeah, take a breather. And just one more thing. Just because we feel the way that we feel about this does not negate the horrible tragedy that Cora and Dawson and Callan are gone. Okay. Yeah. And that is the saddest thing, but that's already happened. And so we're trying to explain the reason that it happened. And I think this case will forever be an example of what needs to be done to prevent it from happening again in the future.
And don't you kind of think too, like if we sit here and we say that clearly he did it to those children, then we are taking away from the conversation of 100%. Postpartum psychosis, postpartum depression, and we're now being like, no one would ever get. So then the next time a mom finds herself in this position feeling this way, she can't say, oh, like I need to get help because this is what it is. It's instead like, I must be so crazy because even the Clancy lady didn't do this. And I'm like, you know, you're creating more of a stigma around the situation.
This is going to be a landmark case. I have zero doubt of what the outcome is going to be. Zero doubt. And I think that it's going to change the law. It's going to set a precedent.
Yeah.
Like, and I honestly, you know, the problem I have with this prosecutor is like, I'm sorry you suck. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry you didn't come up with a better way of managing this case because you could have. She could have done it better, but she's decided to resort to just being combative, being cruel, attacking people that have already suffered so much. And it's just, this is why I dislike some women, because I expect better from them. If I had that case, if I was a prosecutor and I had that case, it would be hard because I think that I would, whatever, but I have a job to do. But I would do it in a kinder way. And there is a way to be adversarial and not cruel. Maybe not kind, but not cruel, gratuitously.
When you see her attorney up there and you see him doing the good fight, does it ever make you miss a days? Like you see someone like he's significantly younger than you. And do you just say like, God, I wish I could go back to my golden days, but here I am, an old hag.
Yes. And I also think that I wish that I could look at my career and say, I did something that significant.
Yeah, whether in the courtroom or in the kitchen, I bring the heat.
Regrets, I've had a few.
Okay. Well,
another reference to a song that you've never heard of.
No idea. But
wait, never heard that?
Nope.
My way.
Okay. Listen, let's move on. Since we're already in the courtroom, let's bring up Miss Kelly Dodd. So you sent this public docket copy situation. What does this, you know, I don't want to have to explain it to people.
No. Okay. So what I'm showing you is, you know, hopefully a readable copy, transcribed from the Orange County Superior Court's public docket. It's not a certified court record, but it reflects what the court's online system is saying. And, you know, people think it was just a continuation, and there's a lot of confusion because Kelly suggested over and over again that on August 17th, she would be vindicated. It would be the day that she was vindicated and everything would be dismissed. Okay. So we see that she's charged under her legal name. There's 3 misdemeanors, and they are battery, intentionally disturbing an intimate image of another identifiable person, and making telephone calls with the intent to annoy. She pleaded not guilty to all 3 charges. So everybody thinks, or many people think, that the August 17th hearing did not take place. It did take place. Okay. The docket, if you see it, it marks as heard. So the case was heard, which simply means that the case was called and addressed by the court. It does not mean Kelly won, and it doesn't mean she was vindicated in any way. Nothing was dismissed. There was no plea agreement entered, no finding of guilt or innocence, and really no resolution of this case at all. The official docket lists the case as opened, and the 3 charges remain pending, and her not guilty pleas remain in place. She didn't change that. And she remains on conditional release. So basically, she's out on her own recognizance, they call it, but that they call it that. So now it was continued, but it was continued to a new pretrial hearing. That's on September 24th. So multiple pretrial hearings aren't strange. Somebody waived their constitutional right to a speedy trial. Okay. So usually, and we don't know that she waived it. We don't know who waived it. It could have been an agreement between the prosecution and the defense to say, we need more time. But everything remains the same. She showed up there, and either her defense team talked to the prosecutor and said, we need more time to gather evidence and everything else, and have a new hearing on the 24th. They want time to review evidence, maybe negotiate something. But that thing that she was just going to be vindicated and completely this was going to be behind her and you'll see and all this stuff, that hasn't happened. It may happen anyway. Okay, it may happen anyway. But right now, this is just the trial happened, the hearing happened, there was a pretrial hearing, and now there's another pretrial hearing. And the reason that pretrial hearing is possible is because somebody waived their right to a speedy trial, or they together agreed to that in order to put together more evidence or come up with a deal or to review different things or to file motions. Nobody showed up there with a motion to dismiss. Do you know what I mean? That
obviously,
had it been so cut and dry that she was innocent and that this is just like a terrible misunderstanding, and you'll see my lawyer, if that had been the case, he would have filed the motion to dismiss, and on August 17th, it would have been done. And it wasn't a continuation of like, oh, she didn't show up. She may not have been there. She may not have needed to show up. You know what I mean?
But someone showed up on her behalf.
The 2 lawyers were there. Right.
Okay.
So we'll wait and see, but everything is still pending. The charges are still against her.
Okay.
And she's on a conditional release pending whatever agreement is made. And judges don't love to get too involved. These are misdemeanors, so it's not that serious, but it's 3 of them. She does have kind of some previous, I don't know if it's a record, but incidents that are consistent with this kind of behavior. And so I think maybe that will be taken into consideration. But that great Superman lawyer that she had,
the OC tatted attorney at law,
on August 17th,
Okay, so wow. Obviously, as a fellow intellect myself, as a fellow attorney myself,
as a fellow intellectual. Intellect.
Well, I'm trying something out. I'm trying to get that more to take on because it's more correct. It's just it doesn't make sense for you because maybe you're not as smart as me. However, wow. Okay. So
Nate likes when I whip out the glasses and get legal.
Oh, Nate wants you to
so
spank him.
He's so cute.
Okay. Well, wow. That was a lot of information.
I'm
and
sorry,
I tried my best.
but
No. I'm grateful for it. I just I'm so stupid that I was kind of like.
But can you tell me back what you believed happened? Because if you can repeat it, then I want to make sure everybody understands.
If I can understand it, anybody can.
Right.
Even Helen Keller could have understood it if I can. So what you're saying is that Kelly came on and she said, I'm going to be vindicated and you're all going to see that I'm innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, so
she had the best lawyer.
Best lawyer in the whole world ever. He's the bald, tatted OC guy. Then we go to court and the lawyers come together and they say, hey, we're not ready to go to trial yet because, and we don't know who, someone wants more time for either finding more evidence or against, we don't know. Or we are taking more time to come up with a plea deal.
Right.
And therefore, we don't have any answers. It's just we now have a new date in which we will come and with whatever that information is.
Time to put together stuff. So I don't know if this is what happened, but my gut, I think this is how it went down. Okay. They went there. They thought it was going to be a simple, there's not enough evidence to justify these 3 charges. I think it should be dismissed. He tried to talk to the side. I don't know how prepared he was. He may be an amazing lawyer. I do not talk bad about other lawyers because that is something that I can be, reprimanded for. And I don't want that. So maybe he was great. But when he got there, it became apparent that this was not going to be dismissed. Okay. And therefore, she does have this. This is the part that I want people to understand. As a defendant, you have a constitutional right to a speedy trial so that it doesn't drag on forever. Right. So her lawyer on her behalf or both sides decided and stipulated to the fact that we're okay, giving up that right and going to September 24th because today nothing's going to be resolved. Today, the prosecution isn't ready to dismiss this case. And today, the defense is not ready to put on enough evidence to get her off. That's my opinion. And
I want to add to this that if Kelly and Rick come on and use any of these clips for their fucking daily smash with Rick and Kelly.
Send us the $5 you charge people.
Well, okay, but no, I wasn't going to say that. I was just going to say, if you use this clip, don't zoom in on me right now because there's a lot of wheels turning right now in my head. And I'm plus, a little bit slow.
Take it out of context and stuff. Look, I am sorry.
But that's okay. I don't care about any of that. Just I already know I'm dumb. Don't go for the low hanging fruit of that. Focus on something else, please. Because I already know.
The truth is that this is called reality court. We're not pretending to be a serious legal show. But if there's a reality star involved in something in a courtroom, it makes sense for us to discuss that. And certain cases that have garnered so much, popular opinions here and there, like the Lindsay Clancy case, we talk about that too. That's okay. And then we're going to move on to McBee Dynasty. You know
what? I actually want to talk about the Valley.
Can I tell you, whoever did Danny's
Botox,
it's called angry brow, right? No, it's like this. And so it happens when they put the Botox too close to the eyebrow and can either go up or go down. But as far as I know, you can put a little drop and a little drop of the toxin, and in a couple of days, it gets better.
Oh.
He looks so little and so angry. I don't understand what's happening.
Oh shoot! My picture of him on the reunion stage is gone, but that was a good one. I just want to come on here and say, I will never understand the Lala hate. I'll never understand it because
oh my God, is that woman gorgeous?
She's gorgeous, obviously. And I'm already you've already won me over 75% if you're nice to look at. You know, I do believe that's one of the things that Janet has going against her is she's got bad hair, and people have a hard time getting on the side of someone with bad hair. You know what I mean?
She looked good. I didn't like the dress choice for her.
I think that she's got the Ozempic hair, you know?
Oh, which means it like gets really thin.
Yeah. And so I think that's why people are struggling. They're like, I'm sorry, but like good people don't have bad hair. But in some cases they do. Not in my case, because I'm on Hims.
We have amazing hair.
Exactly. And I'm a terrible person. So, but let's talk about the Valley reunion part 3. We're done. We're done now with season 3. So many people said it was a terrible season, and I think it was incredible. I think it was an incredible season. I love constantly focusing on Danny's drinking problem. I think that he is an absolute monster. And it's so crazy to watch two people, Danny and Nia, who are in the same marriage and together so frequently, take such different approaches to any sort of thing coming their way. When they came for Nia and they were like, I heard you say 3 different times that we were all horrible people, Nia, okay? And she was like, you know what? That's not who I am. I can't believe I did that.
It's a blanket statement. I don't like making blanket statements.
It might be her pageant training, but I was just like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And then Danny's like, oh, well, sorry. Danny's like, okay, guys, I'm over here and I was drinking, yes, but it's because you guys were mean to me and you wouldn't leave me alone.
I was a little toasty, he said.
Toasty. Wow.
And then to bring in Jax as if Jax put a target on his back and set him up for this season and kept wanting to talk about it. He just has no defense, you know?
He has zero fucking accountability for anything. It's like, if you would just come in and own that, yeah, you had some asshole moments. We're going to like, it's so much easier to forgive somebody. It's so much easier to ask for forgiveness than to try and convince people that you were right. You know what I mean? That's what Nia did. She came in and she was like, that's not who I am. That's not of my character. And I did say those things and I do apologize.
Right. Because you can't deny shit that's on film and that we've seen over and over again, you know?
Do you know who I'm exhausted by even more than Danny?
Who?
Kristen.
She didn't bother me that much this time.
When they call her out and she was like, we need to talk, if we're going to talk about people's drinking, we need to talk about Brittany. We need to talk about Jasmine. We need to talk about Zach. Okay, that's what we need to do. And then she's like, when I saw it back, I cried for 3 days straight because I couldn't believe they caught me on camera saying that, and I have to now be accountable for saying that after I thought I never said anything bad about them. I just couldn't believe it.
I'll tell you though, that entire group does take accountability, and like Tom Schwartz, I love Tom Schwartz. Tom Schwartz in the moment will say that was really wrong. I didn't mean it. That came out so wrong. You know, it's like I love how genuine he is, and this is not in defense of Lala, but I guess in a way it is. Lala's projecting so much from her own horrible experiences.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
And
I can
think
see that
she needs to realize that she's doing that. She means well. She's very much like a girl's girl and thinks Nia deserves better. And we all think Nia deserves better.
And I also don't think that anybody who is an alcoholic decided to get better because people kept telling them they were an alcoholic. Right. Like, I don't think that's going to be his moment of like.
He has to have a
rock
coming
bottom
to Jesus and hit rock bottom and realize, but he is not the type of person to take action unless something huge is at stake.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Nia is too soft on him. You know, I think he needs to feel like I could lose Nia and my children, but because she repeatedly says, we have a beautiful family, we have a beautiful marriage, I have my mom, all those things she said.
He changes all the diapers. He changes all the diapers. He's an incredibly involved father. I'm like, please stop.
But as long as she defends him like that, because I don't think she's bitch slapping him privately either. I think she's very stand by your man. He sees no reason to change.
Yeah.
There is no motivation for change at all.
And I understand, like, I would be pissed as fuck if I'm Nia and I heard Lala go on Watch What Happens Live and say, you know, I hope that she leaves him and whatever. But I also think what Lala said was like, from what I have seen on television, I'm drawing the conclusion that this is your life because this is what we see.
Right.
And if this is your life, then that is something you should definitely want to leave.
It's not okay. Right.
Right. And Nia saying that's not what her life is like. Danielle is so crazy. But the hard thing is we have a hard time believing Nia because of the fact that, I'm sorry, but like, you don't seem to keep him accountable on the show for the things we see him doing.
No,
so it's
we
hard
see
to
her do
imagine that
sneaky
behind
things.
the scenes. Yes.
Like, hey, nobody call Danny and tell him there's an after party. You know?
This drove me fucking nuts because what she's not understanding is that it's not about the fact that there's an after party. It's not the fact that Daniel would go out and get shit-faced at the party. It's about the fact that you have to put these guards in place to make sure that your husband will stay with you because you don't mean enough to him to keep his agreement that he said, hey, I'm going to stay with my wife tonight. We made this plan. We're going to stick to this plan. So you have to then go to everybody else and be like, hey, don't pressure Danny to go to the after party because he promised me if he promised you, then keep your fucking promise. That's what you do as a human being, an adult.
Yeah. Well, she said, we're going to have like a hotel night and all this stuff. It's like the whole time she's saying that, it's like, you want to sleep with him? You want to? That's all I was thinking. It's like, you want that? I'd send him to the party immediately.
Yeah.
But she does it because the temptation is too great for him.
But like, that's not anybody else's problem. It's the same thing I feel about, like, I've always been, and some people will hate this on me. It's like, I am putting zero accountability on the mistress in the affair because the mistress didn't make you promise any vows. Like, there was none of that.
Agreed.
It's the person in the marriage. If Danielle promised you that he was going to stay with you tonight and you're going to have this amazing sex with that little twerp, then he needs to stick to that promise. You don't need, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if someone comes down and they're like, Daniel, there's this huge voiceover opportunity. You could be on an episode of SpongeBob if you come down. No, he made a promise.
Right.
So,
but
sorry.
it's like, this is just like, you have children, right? And if you tell Louis, don't hit Wells on the head repeatedly, like you do. And if, don't do that. And she keeps doing, and there are no repercussions for it. She's going to keep doing it.
Right.
So now, instead of addressing him, which she avoids at all costs, now she's trying to control external factors.
Yep.
Like the temptation. Don't tempt him because she knows she doesn't stand a chance.
It's like, okay, now I'll put a
helmet. Between her and an open bar?
I'll put a helmet on Wells to prevent Louis hitting him on the head. Like, that's what she's doing. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what Nia's doing. She's like, let's put a helmet on the kid who's being hit so that at least it doesn't hurt that kid. Like, it's insane.
And also
to
she
me.
realizes there is no contest between being with her and being at a bar situation where there's alcohol. He will pick that every time. And so she needs to do a little soul searching. And this is why I do agree to some extent with what Lala's saying, maybe not in her delivery, but her own actions are proof that she knows she would lose that battle. She needs to bring in soldiers to help her. Keep the temptation away from him. Or I don't have a chance of having a romantic weekend. And,
I also feel like, okay, with Kristen constantly jumping into their defense the entire fucking time is so obnoxious to me. But anytime someone brings something up to Kristen, I feel like she's taking fake accountability. And that's why she brings on the tears. And when she was like, when I heard it, let me point one moment out to you. Jasmine is talking about her experience that happened on the show and how she felt like her voice was silenced by Kristen. Kristen comes in. Jasmine is mid-sentence, and Kristen comes in and talks over her to explain why Jasmine felt the way she did. And I'm like, You can't tell me you learned. You can't tell me you learned, and then you continue to talk over this girl in the same way that she's saying that you did. And Jasmine, I think, is too forgiving.
She really is.
I feel like she's just like, thank you so much. I know you, Kristen. I know you. And Kristen's like, no, you know me, and you know me, and you know my heart. And she's like, right. And then
and then also Brittany is also very easy to like, you know what I mean? She was like,
yeah, but I love Brittany. Brittany can do no wrong in my eyes. Date night.
Brittany needed to sit in front of a mirror, because there are dresses that when you're standing are okay, but when you're sitting on that couch, it wasn't doing her any favors, and I felt genuinely bad for her.
But the dress wasn't even good when she was standing.
But it was better. It was better.
Still wasn't good. No.
I
love Brittany Cartwright. You know, I do love her. Now,
I do
they had said that they picked up cameras again for the Valley when this whole Jack scandal happened, but where's that? When are we seeing that?
You mean the scandal with the ex-publicist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We didn't see any of that.
He's talked a lot. He stops and he plans it with TMZ, and they talk about, you know, how long they've been in love and that this is not a secret, and he never tried to keep it a secret. Something to that effect.
Can we, for a brief minute, talk about one of the greatest moments in reunion history, not to do with the Valley?
Oh, okay.
When I tell you, I've never felt more light. You know, I love a reunion because they are heavy and they're dark, and I enjoy that part of it. So I don't usually enjoy when we have a fun moment at a reunion. However, Real Housewives of Atlanta had their reunion, and Cynthia motherfucking Bailey came to serve it up.
Cue it, guys.
Cue it up.
Oh my God.
Georgia grown, Atlanta grown, sweet life, the peach life. I'm so juicy, you can't seduce me. If you bite it, you're gonna like it. Sweet life, the peach life, sweet life, the peach life, Now what else is going on?
Have you ever seen Andy Cohen happier in his entire life?
Ever.
We weren't there when his children were born, but I think he was happier in this moment.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that was good.
It's so...
And I love, you know, Portia's always so supportive, so I love that. But they were all supportive.
It's so good in Housewives fashion.
Yes,
like,
yes.
I don't want to. It's not going to get a Grammy. No, it's not going to be on the radio. Not. But like when we put it in the Housewives world, I stand by the fact that the number one Housewives song of all time in Housewives world is "Tardy for the Party." Like,
it's just
I'm sorry,
stupid.
but
all
this
the songs,
is above that. This is my number one now.
Of all the songs to date, which one's going to make you stand up and dance?
This one.
This one. That's what it's got on the other one.
There is one Housewives song that will the problem is there's one Housewives songs that goes outside of the Housewives world.
Yeah.
That is Drive Back by Candace.
Oh, well, but that's different. She's a real musician.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like that song to me is like, oh fuck. I fuck with that song. If it had won a Grammy, I mean it shouldn't have, but if it had, I would have been supportive. But this song is number one in the Housewives world. Tardy for the Party's number two now. Move on down.
Let's do a song.
Let's do it.
Let's do a song. I mean, you can literally do it on AI. They'll. No, we can go.
We're not doing AI. We are talented.
We are talented, but we need auto tune. I can't sing. Can you sing?
we can get a producer to auto tune us. We don't need to be on AI. That's what Amy Slayton from 1,000 Pound Sisters.
We sing it and then we run it through the auto tune app.
Okay,
we live in different places. We're not going to,
right.
Go and I mean, we could if you want to, but
we need to go in a booth.
Yeah, we do need to go in a booth.
Let me tell you what. One of my dreams in life when I was younger, when they would have those like music videos or behind the scenes or whatever when the singer's in the booth and it's like in black and white and they're just like, oh. I was like, God, I want that so bad one day.
But we want our song to be like that. Like,
yeah,
happy.
no, for sure.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yes. We need to get in the writing room.
Yeah, we need to get in the writing room.
Let's bring on
and then when we
Diplo.
finally do our live and whatever show we do somewhere,
Kansas,
we come out to
yes
the song, and then people will know it and they'll stand up and sing the words. It's gonna be,
all three people in the audience are gonna get up, except for probably the older gal who's probably got the bad hip. She can't get up, but she'll do it in place.
God knows if I'll be able to. If I'll be able to stand up. No,
so
I'm
gotta
serious.
say,
I love this idea. Maybe they'll let us perform it at BravoCon.
In the bathroom.
In our booth. We're going to have a booth.
Okay. Well, then it would just be up to us to whether we allow ourselves to
exactly. We'll just start sending messages to everybody, passing out flyers. Come to the reality court booth for a special performance of Ace and Anna's song.
I think we could probably get Sonia Morgan to dance while we do it, and that could be the draw.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we could be the draw. I think we could be the draw because they're going to think we're going to make a fool of ourselves.
But then we come out and we fucking nail it.
We're going to kill it. Then it's going to be like, wow, where did that come from?
I am going to come out full JoJo, and you're going to come full out whatever your person.
Tony Mathis, no, because we need to have. It needs to be. I'll come out full JoJo too if you.
Okay.
Want. Okay. I'm cool with that. The words need to be good. They need to, if any of our listeners are good, music writers and stuff, we can't hear you.
I know. I was doing it lip because I didn't want to take away from all the things.
And we're not going to lip sync. Right?
No, God, no. Okay. No, we'll just make sure that the mic is set to major auto tune.
Right. And I think that maybe, like, if people hear it, maybe Andy will notice and say, you know what? These two podcasters, one, I think she was a housewife at some point, I'm not really sure.
And the really hot guy.
This really cool song.
Yeah. Bring us on as bartenders. Now, if we get the opportunity to be bartenders on Watch What Happens Live, are you turning that down because it's a downgrade for you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, no.
It's an upgrade for me. The hard thing is some things, opportunities we get, they're a downgrade for you, but an upgrade for me.
Have you ever sat in the audience?
No.
Oh, we can do that whenever.
Okay.
That part is easy, but I'm just saying, let's think this through. I really think there's an opportunity here.
And what if they're like, and we've gotten the former Real Housewife of Miami, Anna Kinkosis, and they zoom over to you, and then I'll make sure it'll be like you, and then I'll be like, hey.
And then I'll say, Andy, my co-host, his dream has always been to bartend.
Yeah.
Well, that, and to be... Yeah, you could say that before or after the show. He'd totally be okay with that.
Okay.
Is to be a bartender. And so can you just let him stand behind the bar, even if you already have a bartender, for like 5 minutes and see, if he actually ejaculates. Has anybody ever ejaculated behind the bar? I think he can.
I will.
Right.
Let me ask you, before we... Sorry.
You go.
Before we get into McBee Dynasty, did you see that Tracy Tudor came out and said, the rumors are true, baby. Here I come. She's going to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She confirmed it.
No, I'm so happy about that.
Me too. But Jeff, now this is coming from my wife who doesn't always have the info right. Neither do I. But apparently there's somebody else coming. And Jeff
Crystal.
said, no. Jeff said he's hard to impress, and this impressed him. And it wasn't just Tracy. There's another person. So I don't think he'd say that about Crystal. That's not that impressive.
I mean, like who? It has to be a big star.
I know. And I'm
they haven't called me. Nate says it's Mariah Carey. I mean, who knows?
I don't know her. Mariah, they could never do. Okay, did anybody watch the Mariah Carey? Was it a docuseries or a documentary where like she's constantly fucking late? They're like, do you remember
she gets
when
really angry too?
Do you remember when Oprah? Oh, you probably didn't see this, but Oprah gave Lindsay Lohan a docuseries on OWN.
Oh no.
Oh my God. It was like, I felt like that. Honestly, take me back to that time. That's a time when I felt alive. And it was like, eventually Oprah just had to be like, I guess we're done here because you fucking suck and you're not showing up for work and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And it was just like, God, that's Lindsay at Lindsay Prime, you know?
Right.
There was also this show on Bravo. I'm sure nobody remembers it, but it's called Double Exposure. I think it's on Peacock. And it's this photographer, this like world-renowned photographer, and his ex-wife who's like his assistant, and they still work together, and it's a fucking mess. But they have a shoot for Lindsay Lohan's leggings line. And they are sitting around all day,
waiting for her to show up.
Just waiting for her to show up. She finally shows up at like 2 a.m. or something. She's a fucking mess. They're like trying to put her in makeup, and then she's just like, whatever, that's what Photoshop's for. And then she like gets out of the chair, and then she goes and she's just like does her little poses.
God, I've never seen that.
It is, as someone who did photography for 14 fucking years, it is the greatest. The show was good, but the Lindsay Lohan episode is top.
That was a long time ago.
Tier.
I feel like I haven't seen her recently, but when she like reemerged not long ago, she seemed like more together.
Oh, she's so much together. She's a mom now. She's got her life together.
She lives in Dubai or something.
I don't know where she lives, but remember, she also had that show for a hot minute where like her beach club in Mykonos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that was a terrible show. Terrible show. But go watch the Double Exposure episode. It's so fucking good.
I want to watch that. So far, you've been pretty. I mean, I fell in love with McBee Dynasty because
I am so sad that McBee Dynasty is coming to an end. I know. Now.
Me too.
However, Galyna, guys, if you don't watch McBee Dynasty, go back. You have to. I know
you should watch it. Like he told me, and I thought I'm not going to watch a whole thing from the beginning, and I love it now.
It's good. And I know obviously everyone on this show is a piece of shit, but they have this scene where there's a woman on it named Galyna, okay? And she's Russian, she's Galyna, you know, she's here and she's got a very crazy temper, okay? And they go and they basically tell her, hey, Galyna, we're going to sell the car washes because if we sell the car washes, we can pay off all of our debt and have an extra couple million hanging around.
Right.
But you're going to go with the car washes. So you're going to be done with McBee's. We're going to send you off with the car washes and you're going to work for somebody else. And they're going to pay you handsomely.
They're going to pay you handsomely. But we need to go our separate ways because even though at one point they told her she was family, it's like, we've got to take care of our own family. Especially Cole was so rough in the way that he said that.
So you want to make it personal? I will make it fucking personal. Galyna goes outside. We get the cameramen like it felt like an episode of Maury when they're like running after the
this person. Reminded me of the Miami fight at that was so unexpected and everybody was freaking out. Yeah, it was like that. And he goes, what did she grab? She
goes outside and she just busts the windows out of Steve Jr.'s truck
with a crowbar. It's not even like, what is it? I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights. No. But no, this is Russian style.
Russian style. I'm going to make sure that you fucking pay for what you're doing to me because you said I was fucking family and now here I am, just some piece of trash garbage. What a way to end a season.
I know.
She's so crazy. I love her.
She's so crazy. But here's the thing. Those boys are all stupid, okay? Because she's the one that knows the reality of the financial situation of those car washes. They're using numbers that they're inventing in their head. I don't believe it's like that. I believe they're in for a rude awakening when they see how much debt that car wash has, how much they're not going to have 20 million-ish, like he said, to pay everything else and for Cole to stay in his house. And I just thought that last thing when he's, driving into the horizon and saying, I will, as God is my witness, I will save this farm.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. I'm sorry, but Cole is so hard to look at.
And she gets more beautiful each day. Like the wife.
Oh, Casey, yes.
Oh my God.
Also, this fucking production team is so messy because they have Cole in his confessional in a flannel button up that is sprouting open at his belly. And nobody was like, oh, let's get him a bigger size. Let's change that. They like that.
Yeah.
So Steven, McBee Jr. and Allie have broken up. It's official. They've broken up at this point in the show. But we still don't. I thought we were going to get the whole fallout. I thought we were going to get the him being nasty. No,
we did. She tried. What do you mean? Well, I don't know what's happened after.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We needed what happened after because apparently.
Okay. Tell me what happened after. I'm ready to know now.
No, I've been making my wife keep it secret because I thought we were going to see it on the show. Oh, she knows everything. She read all the stuff. She did the comment. She did all of that. And I was like, don't fucking tell me because I want to see it unfold.
Oh, okay.
And then we didn't get it. So now I have to go do the deep dive into that.
Well, it's really, he said he was embarrassed and he goes, and I'm going like, you should be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you.
The way that Casey came in and was like, I told you.
Well, yeah.
I told you. And the fact that he had to put every single bit of restraint he had in his body not to freak the fuck out on her because I told you. Isn't that what I said? Isn't that what I told you? That was going to happen. It was like, I loved that. I love that.
It's just, it was such an uncomfortable conversation because they were having there was no meeting of the minds ever.
No.
I thought that she was clear, pretty clear. She didn't say, hey, but also she had to pull shit out like, I need my family to approve and I need my mom says that there's something up. She had to say something in order to say like, put the luggage back in your car. You're not living here.
What she needed to say was, hey, cameras are going down, so I'm going to go away now because that's all I'm here for. Right. I'm only here for the show, babe.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, though, it was very difficult for me because I love Jesse more than I love anybody.
I love Jesse.
And to see him just be such a piece of shit dad and husband is really hard.
Yeah, I didn't think he was like that. I was really.
She deserves better.
I mean, he's so cute.
I know.
Feel like he's I can't see him as the bad one, but
he is.
She's smart though. She's really smart. She's like, I don't want to get divorced, but I need him to step up. And if he doesn't step up, then I deserve better. Like she knows she deserves better. She's no Nia.
God, no.
So she is going to nudge him to rise to the occasion.
I hope.
And if he doesn't, she'll be out of there.
I hope that he can just realize, like, I hope he can watch this season back and be like, wow, I was a shitty husband and a shitty dad and I wasn't involved. And I will say, the one moment in which I did feel for him is he's redoing this house and she walks in and she's like, okay. I understood what she was saying. She's like, this isn't what's going to fix our marriage. This isn't right. But his thought process was, if I make this a place that she wants to be, then she'll come up here more. She'll stay here and then we can work on our relationship. But at this point, Jesse, you got to make the drive back to the city every single day. Every single day, you've got to put in the work to show her that you want to make this. And it's
not like she has to be in the city.
Yes, she's got her job.
Right. She's got a real job. So that wasn't the solution.
No.
I mean, dumb guys.
Okay. What else do we have on our list of things we need to talk about?
Nothing else. I wanted to share some of the really nice
I saw these in here.
Yeah, because remember we had dropped to 4.6 because some people had said, and they single-handedly brought us back up to 4.7.
Oh, I love these people. So let's go through some of the reviews.
Yeah.
This is from Pega. Found the podcast through Kim D. Appreciate the honest opinions. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Pega.
Thank you, Pega.
This is from Bomb Lasagna. It's a mess, but it's good. Anna needs Ace to visit and set up her studio area. LOL, but your banter's great and really enjoyed the retelling of Ace's great chase. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Bomb Lasagna. Yahweh Trashly said, honestly, if Ace and Anna don't make you laugh out loud, you need to look inward. Wow.
Take a deep look inside.
Yes, the crazy I need. You guys are unhinged and I'm here for it. I love the chaos, the banter, the mess, and the comedy. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you, RHOBH805. Oh, Lolo. Whoa, we had Roro. Now we got Lolo. People are going to think we bought these. I don't know how Anna... I don't know. I don't know how Anna sits through his stories. He's so funny and we all act bizarre at some point in our lives. Anna's such a good audience. I kidnapped a man's dog 30 years ago because of neglect and was almost arrested for it.
Good for you.
Go, Lolo.
Yeah.
This is just a raccoon with a trash can. Always a fun time no matter what. I mean it. Truly, Grace Brown.
Grace Brown.
And finally, Ellen. Can't get enough of this podcast. Literally had to pull my shopping cart over at Wegmans and squeeze my legs tight so I didn't pee laughing so hard at Ace's story about someone stealing something from his car. Wow.
Oh my God. Thank you guys. That's really very sweet.
I want everyone to know here, just know that I am visually or mentally sending you oral sex.
Ew. A lot of people don't want oral sex from you. You'd be surprised.
I'm very good at it.
Oh, well, I know. But like if you ask Caitlin right now, hey, you want to, she's going to go, shut the fuck up. No.
No, she wouldn't.
Do you think? Do it. Do it.
She's with the children. She's with the children.
Do it. Send her a text message.
Okay.
Do it.
Let me see. She might not answer. She's with the kids. Let me see if she answers the phone.
Just...
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Do you want to come in here and have me eat you out right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Told you. She is stupid for you. My God. How she even tolerates it.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, on that note, thank you guys so much for being here. Go leave us a 5-star review. If you're on YouTube, only say nice things about us. Don't disagree with us. If you're a TikTok creator, please just know that we're not coming for you directly, but you are wrong about the Clancy case. And if you're Kelly and Rick and you're watching, please don't just focus on the fact that I'm stupid, because Anna's not stupid. Okay, so if you guys are watching us on the Daily Smash with Rick and Kelly,
it'll probably be out of context, so just come back here to read.
Just come back here, yeah,
to watch the whole thing.
Yes. So
and thank you so much for those reviews. We love you.
Wow.
That wasn't to you.
Sorry. Okay. Well, anywho, love you guys. Thank you so much.